Let's have a look at now what the United Nations is saying about the death, the murder, it turns out, of Shireen Abu Aqla. The UN has been gathering evidence. It says it now is convinced that Israeli forces shot the Palestinian TV journalist who worked for Al Jazeera. Abu Aqla was covering an Israeli army raid in the occupied West Bank. It was in the Jenin refugee camp. A probe by Palestinian authorities had already suggested an Israeli soldier had shot her dead. It described the incident as a war crime. Israel denies the allegations. It argues she was killed by a Palestinian gunman. We're going to have some analysis in a moment. First, let's have a look at what happened on the 11th of May and in the following days. Shireen Abu Aqla was killed while covering that Israeli security raid at the Jenin refugee camp. Israel initially suggested the correspondent was killed by a Palestinian, but then it changed its narrative. It said Israeli forces may have been responsible. 2 days later, Israeli forces attacked mourners who were carrying her funeral casket. The casket almost fell to the ground. Palestine took the investigation into Abu Aqla's murder to the International Criminal Court. And as now the UN has said the Al Jazeera journalist was killed by Israeli fire.